Hello everyone and welcome back to Done Robot Trigger Happy Havoc, where, well, last episode we finally connected the AI to the school network. Yeah, my plan that I had before. Also, while we were sleeping here in our room during the daytime afternoon nap, that's everything. Everyone needs a nap sometimes. The door called. Who can it be? Rattle, rattle, rattle.
Makoto.
Makoto, get out of here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
And I just came to see me, and she's so white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Reclamation. Okay, let's hurry. Oh, that's the rec. We're already here. Makoto, Kyoko. Hey now, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside, and when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair, like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So, what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? If we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said...
Wrong.
The door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't... Because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Huh, then why...
It seems...
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Sure.
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in? Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go something to break it with. Wait right here. We have jackets! Both Kyoko and I have jackets, apparently. Lean the fists in the glass, in the jacket, and punch it. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Yeah, because 3 have found her already, so if she was dead, she would be announced. Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura. I'm sure. ... Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please hurry! Okay, you two, stand back! I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. Crash! Yeah. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jolting the chair, leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... Oh, she's smiling. All I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then... yeah. It's supposed to look like suicide. Is it though? Is there another way through into the rec room?
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Yeah. All-Star apologizes. Deadly Life, yeah. And that's Hina on the cover.
Huh?
Which put her as a prime suspect. Huh?
Sakura's dead?
Hmm.
She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wonder, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or reaction? No, she's looking for clues already. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And I... Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. She's poisoned. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. She's poisoned and only Sakura and Hina know about it, which puts Hina as prime suspect because I doubt she killed herself, even though it's supposed to look like that. Everything. Unless she killed herself to get Hina out at least. Because she seemed to have very high emotions for her, yeah. Time passed, while I stood there unable to do a thing. Time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone. Whoa! Mom! Oh god!
Yes!
So she's dead? Huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed, I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement, right? Yes, now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you are going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her? It's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It was one of you, Hiro, Bakura, Toko. One of you killed Sakura. Wow, Mom!
What?
You're accusing us before we even began the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything, because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know it. You know it? Ba-bum. Yes, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Is it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little matter flyer. That's right! It's the next Monokuma file! And don't get so mad, Miss Ashina, or you're gonna ruin the little face of you. Now then, with that Hold on. There's something I want to ask you. Huh? It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Uh-huh. Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind into a duel. Maybe you and her fought again and then... Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. The whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Whew, which thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Cause even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she's violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I do know who it was, but with whoever the blacken is this time, I owe you one.
what is this?
You owe them one? Upsie, before you get all busy-body at me, you better figure out who did it first.
Shing!
Cause I mean, your lives are all on the line, right? the hell? He owns them one. I hate him. I hate this whole thing.
Well, I for one, I'm glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all.
How can you say that now?
Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to kill Aang, be angry at someone. Be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead.
Then, let's decide to stand guard this time.
I'll do it. You know, I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be with her. Be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay then. In our squad number 1, but we need one more. Kyoka, that's you.
what?
Me?
You always the thorn in my side. This time you just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an other.
An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll steal it behind.
Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we?
Hold on! Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is...
Hero, Bikura, Toko, none of you allowed to step a foot in the crime scene.
What, man?
It's your fault.
One of you killed Sakura. I won't let someone like that come in anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate.
I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here.
Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in. Yes, to let me. What, man? You don't really care, do you? You're but useless anyway.
Nope, not really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway.
And yeah, Error, you're really object. If you're gonna go that far, what can I do, man? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then, it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel it, Ina, but you should agree to this request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Baka, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her.
Naturally. Who would want to touch such a filthy dead body?
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep in mind, if we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of a hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Okay, shall we check the file? Oh, there's actual blood there. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. Oh! No other injuries were noted. But however, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Monokuma File 4 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Hey,
I think the keys this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
so...
Only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door has been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer will have to escape somehow after barring the door. Unless Sakura did herself. She realized she was poisoned by Hina and she surrendered herself like, I accept this, I'm just happy. Hina at least will still be alive. Maybe. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
In other ways, this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might say this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes? There's many ways to kill someone in a locked room if there are other ways, like the window. Or they have eaten something that wrapper might indicate.
hey,
Are you curious to hear more what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind. Is a murder in a locked room, is that it?
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of a murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. That simply means the killer committed his crime and then taught some special method to seal the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are numerous variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked rooms already exist before the crime is committed. Oh,
In other words,
basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun, you shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, it doesn't seem to fit. Poison girl! Poison! Fits perfectly. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have a gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they show up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible. How?
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room?
In other words,
But that I mean, there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. You think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mystery, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of these 4 choices seems most likely in this case? The second one, the one you wanted to cross off.
It's true.
That is a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room, until I figure that out, is truth behind Sakura's that will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Can we check this paper? It looks like some kind of wrapper that contained food that was poison given to her by her best friend. Yeah! Oh, that's, Do you recognize it, Tina? Did you give it to Sakura?
Well,
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it. Boom, boom, boom! No. That's actually a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Yana's jacket attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura? I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really liked them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. Very convenient. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much? But I wanted Sakura to get the chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they lost all their flavor. Huh? Hina? Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. That's the thing though. A part of me is like, yeah, she's not very smart, maybe. Another part is, did she not do it? And this is the first that's saying she didn't do it. That she just openly admitted here. That, yeah, I gave it to her. What's this? They broke a bottle? There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. This glass is all red and these are the top of and bottom section of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Yeah, you mean one of those up there. Has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Was she hid behind them after all? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Can we check here, see it's the same? There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. One is missing. And inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figurine. What I'm wondering is how they get those figures inside the bottles. They made the bottle around the figure, that's how they always make it.
It is not different from your standard shipping a bottle.
Huh?
You know, whereas the bottle's opening is smaller than the bird placed inside. You never seen that?
Yeah, but with those you usually also have long things also that you can build a boat inside, but Monokuma's figure seems to be more of one piece, which makes that impossible. Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of a Monokuma bottle. Monokuma bottle, if you will.
Yeah. That's been yeah, that's what they've shut the glass. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shells of start out as a bottle, really. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shard of glass and Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Red herring, it's red. Yeah, let's check Sakura herself. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in the chair, smiling. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see traces of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? Poison. The Monokuma files have specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Why is she smiling like she did when we checked through the window? Maybe her getting hit in the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood?
Not a chance.
Bakuya?
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location.
Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree?
No, I don't think I call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Yeah, here's the blood also. There's blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Because it took quite a while for her to go there. Maybe. Magazine shelf blood stain has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Anything else? Wait. What's... Oh, the locker! Was someone hiding in there? Huh, the locker is open and there on the inside, handprints. It's a handprint. Can we shake everyone's hand against it?
why?
What are handprints doing here?
It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too.
I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra.
So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locker room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility, because it was open when we entered here. I saw that.
Huh? Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the locker room was already open at that point.
indeed.
So, there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door.
Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? Locker handprint has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Anything else? Wait, what's that? Oh, there's also the magazine board itself. Same shelf full of magazine. They're all different kind of magazines here. Oh, yeah, no. Everything done. Then I guess. Oh no, there is something else. There's the chair that was blocking. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanic was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done with it. And this is what I broke, but what's the other thing? Cams. Boom! There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So,
It looks like a protein thing, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loves her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was...
Oh, and she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you.
I know. Yeah, but still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. Which reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Shem Lab had all kinds of healthy stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Shem Lab.
Just a second.
And... Makoto?
But that is strange.
Huh, what is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can.
Yeah, the glass of my broke in the window. Short of light blue glass, they must be part of the window I broke to get inside, but maybe something else? Isn't it a little too much glass?
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around. The can, they are also underneath it.
Oh shit. Why does that matter? Because that means it fell after the window was broken.
So,
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to win to take note of it. I feel like it become an important clue later on.
An important clue, I'm not sure I see how. Oh, because the candy was the real poison thing and not the protein drink, which they are like, yeah, she took a protein drink here and she got poisoned, she total suicide. Something like that, no. Empty protein drink has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I still suspect you very much, Hina. But okay, let's talk to the usual suspects, right?